guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today we're playing the brand new card, the Goblin Drill, and I am not alone. I'm joined by Clash with Shane. Shane, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm happy to be here super early in the morning, but you know what? It's all good. We got
yeah, we both woke up. We both woke up. TV Royale was, I guess, leaked. It was put out early for whatever reason, and then we woke up. We're like, no. We had all this content.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun, but.
Either way, we both uploaded the kind of reaction to TV Royale. Now we're going to play the new card, Goblin Drill. It's a 4 elixir. Actually, I'm looking at the new crates right now. I'll show those as well. But the Goblin Drill is a 4 elixir epic building. It burrows underground to appear anywhere in the arena and spawns goblins until the building is destroyed. Has a 9-second lifetime. It spawns a goblin every 3 seconds and then releases 3 goblins upon death. Inflicts a small amount of damage and a slight pushback when it spawns, and it's unlocked in special challenges throughout season 24 and then unlocks in arena 13 plus chests starting in season 25 next month. Thoughts on the Goblin Drill, Shane?
Honestly, I think it's a super cool card. I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be very, very strong and will change the meta in a good way because it kind of bridges the gap of like Goblin Barrel Fast Cycle and kind of like graveyard decks in a sense. So I'm interested to see how it lands in the meta. But I think it's going to be a very strong card in its current state.
Yeah, I was just looking at Lucas Gamer just tweeted out, okay, talking about the new card, is it only me or it feels broken that you can play it directly on your opponent's tower? It should be like Royal Delivery and can only be played on your side of the arena. Let's see if you, me, and my viewers agree or disagree with that sentiment from a pro player who has like 100 top 10 ladder finishes. To me, that's what people said about Miner when it was released too, though. So I want to be cautious, right? The people were like, why is Miner doing that, you know? So we'll see. You played it more than I have, Shane. Your first impressions a little on the strong side, you said?
I think it's a little on the strong side for sure, because it's like, it's kind of like a Goblin Barrel that also has the versatility of using it on defense against a Golem or a Giant to pull it if you need to. And it has the added benefit of being its own tank, because the building will actually tank for the goblins. And if your opponent has log, they have to wait for all the goblins to spawn out before using it. They can't just use it immediately like a Goblin Barrel. So I think it's definitely on the stronger side for sure.
Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and see what my viewers think after we play it. We also have these new gold crates, a bunch of new gold being added to the game in case you missed my TV reaction video. Go ahead and check that out. Shane also put out a video reacting to kind of all this news. We're not going to talk a ton about this stuff, but we will talk a ton about balance changes throughout the duration of this video as well. In the second match, we'll start kind of listing all the balance changes and giving our opinions on each individual card. And we have 2 new features before we jump into the arena, guys. Look at this. This little button on the battle deck. Boom! 10 deck slots. Shane, this is pretty cool, huh?
This is one of the things that people are asking for years. And we're finally getting it. More deck slots. But, you know, 100% more deck slots.
And the technology, Shane, is there.
The technology is finally here. It's
for 2021.
We're in the future.
Look at this, man. We can now rewind and kind of move forward in 10-second increments here with this control that you guys can see on the screen. I mean, there's not much to say about this one other than, wow, amazing, right?
That's cool. It's something that people have been asking for a while, and finally technology is here. The future is now. We have the stuff. So
it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great for people learning, you know? Like, it's so many times you're like, oh, I missed that little interaction. Oh no, I have to exit out and then fast forward to that point just to see what happens. So
well, that's one of the biggest things to learn how to get better at the game is watching your own replays and seeing where things went wrong. And now you can just kind of go back to that moment and see what happened. So that's kind of cool. But anyways, I'm ready for battle here.
I am too.
Let's go ahead and do this.
Here we go.
Jump over the Goblin Cage.
Okay. We're both there. Okay, I got you. Here we go.
All right.
Boom.
All right,
so
I had
Goblin
the cool arena chosen, but that's all good.
Goblin Drill time. Yeah, there are 2 new arenas. They're actually just kind of from seasons or whatever, but from previous seasons. But the new emote.
See that new emote? Yeah, that's the new Goblin Drill emote right there.
I like it. I like it, man.
You see this one right here too? This is a new one as well.
Okay, so there's the 2
that
new
one's
emotes.
that one's for free for everyone in the new Serenity Peak Arena 14.
Ooh.
So it's a free one. That's a freebie.
I like it, man. I like it. Shane coming in with all the knowledge.
Like that?
Yeah.
Nice Tesla drop though. I like that.
Not really. Not really. Oh my god, this I hate that guy. I'm purposely not using the card. I'm a little intimidated by the new card. I'm not using it yet.
Oh, you don't have it in your deck, or you have it, but you're not using it yet?
No, I just haven't used it this match. I mean.
All right, let's do one of these. Oh, it's so slow, dude.
Oh my god.
Forget about that.
Yeah, it's slower than a Miner.
Yeah, it has the same like travel animation as a Miner, but different sound effect, and it's way slower. So it's one of those things that like kind of like when the Royal Delivery first came out, everyone was like, "Oh, this card's too slow. It feels so weird." But now when you use it, it's kind of like you're used to it now.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it feels so slow.
It's gonna take a bit of time to get used to how slow the Goblin Drill is, but that's kind of like the way of balancing it because you can use it anywhere in the arena, and it does seem strong.
Yeah.
By having it be super slow like that, it gives the opponent time to respond to it. And here's the thing: it seems strong on paper. Maybe it does end up being a little bit stronger, but there's certain cards that just destroy it. All it takes is one bomber, you know, because the goblins spawn out periodically. Unlike a Goblin Drill where you have all the goblins at once, if you use a bomber or a Valkyrie against the Goblin Drill, it's gonna just destroy the entire thing because every time a goblin spawns out, boom, bomber destroys it.
Yeah, dude. Like when you just sent it to my tower, I was so thrown off because I'm used to the miner timing. I'm like, I'm gonna catch this miner, and I'm like, oh wait, it's a very, very, very slow moving. So it's kind of easy to catch.
Yes, 100%.
Interesting.
And like I said, I think it'd end up being okay because there's cards that can really counter it for positive trades. Bomber, Valkyrie, even just a knight or like even your own goblins will destroy it pretty well too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do one of these here.
Okay, let's see. Can we get any damage? Okay, I like that you can kind of assassinate princesses with it, you know?
Does do a little bit of spawn damage as well, but the timing is just weird. Like, watch this. Against your goblins, boom, comes out there, does a bit of damage to them, goblins spawn out, get some more damage done, but nothing overall just with that Goblin Drill. Obviously, that's not proper placement. You would never use a Goblin Barrel in that spot, but
to your point, it doesn't really seem like broken. I mean, this is one match, you know, but
yeah, I have had a ton of success with it in like other battles with it just like feeling OP in certain scenarios. Oh wait, we're almost out of time. All right, cool.
Yeah, and I get you talking, Shane. You know, and you're like, oh, I lost. It's all part of the strategy. So I feel like after the first match, I'm kind of I think it's a good card, but I don't think it's like broken after just one match. You know, I'm not going to overreact after one match.
Well, it's funny because it's like the whole you can't use it anywhere in the arena kind of argument. It's like you can use a graveyard on the tower. How is the Goblin Drill any different?
Yeah.
Like you can directly spawn skeletons on your enemy's tower with a graveyard. How is the drill is basically just a graveyard that spawns goblins. Yeah. Right?
Yep. I'm playing one of the new balance cards here, the Furnace and the Fire Spirits.
Me too, actually.
Are getting okay. So what I'm gonna do is talk about these. So you can see only one Fire Spirit. So both Fire Spirits and Furnace are pretty weak and underused at the moment. This is our take to unify the spirits under the 1 elixir cost banner and make the Fire Spirits viable again. These changes obviously affect the Furnace, which also releases 1 spirit at a time. So that's kind of their take on everything. So Fire Spirit now is down to 1 elixir cost, obviously.
Yeah, so the thing with that is, so the Furnace is actually a little bit strong because it now spawns a total of 2 additional waves now. It kind of spawns faster, I guess. And with the Fire Spirit, it now has more health. And that's one of the things that, like, it matches all the other spirits in the health department. Because previously, the first Fire Spirit would always die before getting to the tower. It was always the second Fire Spirit that would get to the tower from a Furnace. Now, the Fire Spirit by itself, unanswered, will go to the tower and damage it. And it's, you know, it's got its use case. You use the Heal Spirit for healing, you use the Ice Spirit for the freeze, you use the E Spirit for the stun chain. The Fire Spirit is specialized in area damage, got a way wider damage radius than the other spirits. It'll be able to one-shot an entire Goblin gang, dude, if they're all together. So it's gonna have its use case for sure.
Yeah, it now has a jump range plus 25%, damage plus 109%. This is to the whatchamacallit, the Fire Spirit himself.
Yeah.
Oh, you sent it. Oh boy, this is gonna be a pain here, I think. Nope.
Oh, they got the. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, defended all right.
I thought that Valkyrie was gonna hit there.
I wasn't sure. Like I don't know what to think when I see this thing coming in. Well, all right, so we see that
building tanks.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the building tanks. So like, what if you use it as like what if it's like a Goblin Cage balloon deck? Just throw your Goblin Cage in there, tanks for the balloon now, and you got Goblin spawning out and a balloon. Like.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see if I can time this right.
Dude, it's so slow. It's just like.
It really is.
All right, so balance changes. Fire Spirit, Furnace, one elixir Fire Spirit, 1 Fire Spirit, more damage kind of thing. What's the next one on the list?
Next one we have Elite Barbarians. They have a slight range increase by 9%.
Yeah.
So basically it's easier to distract them.
Yeah, because previously what it was, it's like if someone went, you know, E-bars at the bridge, I don't know if this happened to you, but it happens to me a lot. Where you use like an ice golem in the middle, and one of them still goes to your tower. Like one E-barb goes to the middle, one E-barb goes to the tower. Basically, they're kind of fixing that, and now it's easier to pull both E-barbs in the middle. So kind of a cool change. I still think E-barbs would be OP, but you know, you never want to nerf a card into oblivion. That's the thing. You never want to nerf a card to graveyard Anna.
You like this? Okay. It's the double whammy.
Yes, that's cool.
Well,
I got one of those. Wow. Okay, that just destroyed. How about one of these? And a little furnace here.
Don't you dare redirect. Okay.
So yeah, E-barbs easier to distract. That's basically it for the E-barbs. The next card was which one? What was that?
So the next card is. 1 sec. Let me beat you first.
I don't remember what it was.
I will tell you in a second.
Fireball. Dude, this thing's so it's so slow.
But this guaranteed damage is going to lose me the match. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of guaranteed damage, though. You can't stop those goblins from stabbing away at your tower, you know?
Well, if you have like a Valkyrie, if you drop it on the right where the goblin did spawn out.
Yeah, I got to be careful. It feels like guaranteed damage, but it's not if you have the perfect counter in hand. All right, Rascals are next.
Spawn damage. It does do some spawn damage, so like you can kind of use it to chip away over time with a bit of spawn damage. But yeah, so the next card was what, the Rascals?
Yeah, so the E-barbs, again, to recap here, are easier to distract, basically. Not that big of a deal. I think they'll still be strong as well. Rascals, I think, are, okay, they're getting a buff. So the Rascals, the Rascal girl will hit faster now.
Yeah, 0.2 seconds faster. So I think that'll be a pretty significant buff. I think we'll see Rascals being used in a lot of different decks, especially with Goblin Drill. I think we'll see a lot of like Goblin Drill Rascal decks in the meta right now, or coming up here soon.
Yeah, I agree. I always thought the Rascals were always kind of like maybe a little bit of an underrated card, even though they weren't in the meta too, like super popular. So that's kind of cool to see. The cannon card's also seeing a hit speed increase. So
yeah, so 10% faster. 10% faster.
10% faster, same as cannon. The match to match the destroyed state. 10% faster in the destroyed state. That's pretty crazy, man. Because I think that the cannon card's already very strong. What about you?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of like cannon card's kind of low key overpowered. Like it's a strong card, but the good thing here is that the faster attack speed is only for the destroyed state of the cannon card. So it won't really make a huge impact on offense unless it like locks into the tower. But I don't know. That's an interesting one for sure, because I thought they just nerfed cannon card. The balance update before the last one, they just nerfed cannon card. So now they're kind of buffing it again.
But when they made it slower, I thought it was kind of a secret buff in some situations. Obviously, it depends. Yeah. But so like I'm surprised on that one, honestly. So the cannon's getting the same thing. The cannon actually needed a buff. The cannon itself is I don't know where it is on my screen. I'm dumb. Okay, and blind. Here we go. So the cannon is getting the same 10% hit street increase. That's cool. Giant skeleton, double death damage to towers.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. So obviously Giant Skeleton's in a pretty bad spot right now with the last nerf. Now basically does twice as much damage to the tower if you can get it there, which basically will never happen.
I wanted the bomber in the knapsack, bro.
That would be cool, dude. That's a pretty cool idea. I like that one a lot.
That stuck with me, man. That stuck with me as like, yeah, that'd be an awesome change because he's still not building targeting, but now he's harder to distract and he's harder to get to the building. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe you'd have to up the elixir cost to 7 or something, but still, I think that'd be like such a cooler kind of conceptual design for the giant skeleton. Anyway, the golem is getting a golem death damage reduced by 28%. I think a lot of people are going to be happy about that. Are you, Shane?
I'm happy for that one. The death damage to me was always the most frustrating thing because it gets to your tower, you destroy it, and boom, 1,000 damage to your tower just by the death damage. And not only that, like anything you use on defense, they just NATO it to the golem and it all dies when it explodes. So, and then you have no counter push. So
I agree.
I'm happy to see it. I think a lot of players will be happy with that as well. But yeah, death damage nerf to the golem.
100%, man. I almost wish they gave it like a small HP boost or something. I know it has ridiculous amounts of HP anyway, but like I don't want to see it necessarily weaker overall. Yeah. I just want to see it less annoying, and that was the most annoying part of it. So I'm happy overall, but I just want to, I'm probably the only guy out there, but I'm kind of happy that Golem's like powerful inside the meta. Ice Wizard, HP reduced by 3%, now dies to Fireball, Shane.
Yeah, that's an interesting change. Ice Wizard has always been the defensive core of all those like Ice Wizard NATO decks. I think we see so many decks that use Ice Wizard that don't even have that aren't even like inherently defensive strategies. Like we're seeing like Golem decks or E-Giant decks that have Ice Wizard NATO in there. Just because it's so strong on defense. So now dying to Fireball makes it a lot weaker. But at the same time, it might end up being a slight buff,
Right.
if Fireball bait decks. Like if you're using a Fireball bait deck, we might see it like that. But overall, I'm not too sure.
I am 100% with you, man. I agree with you. I think that this could be a sneaky buff.
Just Goblin's get some damage done, dude.
That hurt.
All right. But yeah, so those are the balance changes. We got 9 cards this balance update.
Wow, it does a lot of damage, man.
It does, but it's kind of like a graveyard where you can't just go graveyards crazy. Like with graveyard, you kind of got to pick and choose precisely when and where you want to go graveyard.
You're right.
Like if you do all it takes with graveyard is like one bad graveyard to lose the game, I feel like. And I feel like the Goblin Drill will end up being very similar in like you got to really pick and choose where you send it. But
I hear you. And I'll tell you what though, man. Oh my god, these guys run pump.
Yeah, I'd use a random deck.
I'll tell you what though, dude. It's gonna take, if you're anything like me, and my viewers are gonna be like us as well, I'm assuming, it's gonna take a while to get used to the
speed?
No, thinking it's not a minor, man.
Yeah. Well, it does have a different sound effect, so
if I don't have my sound
off,
yeah.
But also, if you see how slow it's going, you know it's going to be a. I think they should make like the trail that like the dirt that comes up
a little bit
bigger.
Different. Yeah.
Just to make it seem like it's a drill or whatever. But
that'd be cool.
Do I have? I have the drill in my deck too. Right. I'm gonna do. I'll show you this. This is a cool play right here.
Okay.
Wait. I'll wait for it. Wait for it. One of these. Watch this. Ready for this?
I'm ready.
See that?
Oh, the defensive drill.
Yeah. Oh, you're using minor too. That's dirty. No, I don't know which one's which. It's like you're using minor and
that's what I'm saying, man.
That's a cool thing to do against opponents, especially like when it first comes out.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so hard to different. Look at that, demolished.
That damage, dude.
Yeah.
Goblin. Okay.
I don't know. Oh, okay, that's the drill. I'll let you drill it. Take it.
But yeah, 9 cards being changed. A few notable cards missing from balance changes here. 2 of them in particular that I want to mention to you. Number 1 is Mother Witch, and number 2 is the Electro Giant. What do you think? Do you think they should have been nerfed? Do you think they're fine?
Shane, I love this, man. You're making my video for me. This is amazing. This is why I love you as a guest. Like, you missed a couple points here, Ash. Let's go ahead and do it. This is why Shane is a better YouTuber than me, part 150. Yeah, bro.
What do you think?
I think I'm shocked they did not nerf the Mother Witch, but I'm not, like, upset about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I honestly, I've been having the most fun this past 2 months with E-Barbs and Mother Witch meta. I know that sounds weird, but it's just been different. It's been like I don't even know what you want to call it, but like, come on,
you can't stop that push, man. I don't think you can stop that. Like it's kind of a gnarly combo. The minor giant, whatever Goblin Drill.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I'm shocked, man. I'm shocked that they didn't nerf it. But I'm with you. I think I'm kind of happy about it.
2 or 3 more months before the next update, whenever it comes. By then, we'll be like, oh goodness, nerf Mother Witch already, nerf E-Giant. I'm a little bit surprised E-Giant and Mother Witch weren't touched. Like even slight nerfs or whatever. Just because like the E-Giant, like we just complained about Golem, death damage destroying everything. The E-Giant's a beast. You can't defend it for anything. They just nail everything together and it just destroys your entire defense with the counterattack's done. It's absurd, but.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see. So yeah, man, those are our thoughts on the update. We're getting a bunch of new stuff. Again, there's a lot we didn't cover in today's video because there's so much to cover overall. The new trophy changes, the new gold changes. You saw the gold crates that I opened at the beginning of the video. Is there anything big, Shane, that I'm forgetting here that's kind of stuck out in your mind? There's a new trophy road. Clash Royale is easier. Do
we want to mention Clan Wars? Is that a little bit of taboo still? We don't want to mention Clan Wars.
Well, my thoughts on Clan Wars are pretty limited. I think that the changes are all pretty good, in my opinion, and I don't really have anything to add to it other than that, What about you?
Yeah, so basically, it's just like, to summarize it very quickly here, it's now just more friendly to all time zones.
Yes.
Less time zone advantage.
You all start at the same time.
Yeah, and then there's like training days and battle days now to make it so that you aren't battling hardcore every single day of the week. You got a few training days where it doesn't really matter, and then battle days. So just overall, just making Clan Wars just better, just major improvements to Clan Wars. So
there's new improvements to the new clan boat defense as well. I like those as well. So I think that overall everything's better. The new weekly schedule as well. But yeah, man, I think that's all I have. Shane, thanks so much for coming on the channel.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, guys. Let us know what you think of the Goblin Drill, card number 103 inside Clash Royale. Also, give us your opinion on any of the new stuff, the new quality of life features, clan wars, balance changes, everything like that. Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to check out Clash Shane's video as well. He has a couple videos on the update that you guys are not going to want to miss. All that information will be in the show notes below. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.